DatPiff.com world premiere.
50. It's badass.
It's Buck.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing. Nah. How you gon' handle that? That's how you gon' handle that. That's how we gon' handle that.
See what you saying, boy? You a shooter, boy. Nigga, we don't care who you shot. Nigga, quit talking money. Round rich niggas. Nigga, we don't care what you got. Bitch, I got 6 niggas. Dead hit niggas. Boy, I don't give a fuck. Especially when I'm lit, nigga. Real shit, nigga. To the bitch to line you up. Boy, I don't chit chat. When I click clack, I might ask a nigga, what's up? Pull up in the Aston, pull up in the hoopty, then you fuck. Niggas get fucked. Talking about rapid fire, automatic. Damn, nigga hit everybody, said everybody, lay 'em right there where they stand. Nigga, you ain't spraying nothing, you ain't laying nothing. Nigga, you ain't saying nothing. Nigga, you ain't saying nothing. Till you do something, niggas out here putting that work in. And I'm cool, nigga, like that cup I put my perp in. You ain't bout the strap, you ain't bout that knife. You ain't bout that life. You ain't bout that gangsta shit, you ain't bout that. When it's on, we at your broad day or night. You ain't bout that, right? You ain't bout that life, that gangsta shit, we bout that.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
What?
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
Who?
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
Nah.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
What?
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing. Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
Nah.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
What?
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
Who?
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
Nah.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
None.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
None.
Nigga, you ain't saying
And
nothing. GGA, you play. I'm gon' see what's happening with ya. I don't talk it out, don't rap about it. I'm not these rap niggas. Got a maniac mind state. Will increase the crime rate. Me and every nigga on my team got a bat. Bitch, try me. You ain't saying nothing, that's Twitter talk. From where real niggas walk. Crackers tried to lynch me, but couldn't get me cause I'm real small. Heart of a lion, what that mean? I got a big heart. Certified and stamped, been like that since a little boy. Nigga, who you talking to? You know what I do to you. Transvestite, your bitch ass make you work out in the hula hoop. Street king, Boosie Boo. Did things that turn you Christian. Let it burn, fuck the consequences. What you saying? I burn you bitches to the ground with no mercy, I promise you. From Baton Rouge to Cashville, niggas gon' ride for boots. So what you saying? It don't fit me. You don't want to see my mind twist. Oh, you pussy talking like these
Blasphemous
bitches. When I see
people.
you, that's your issue.
Welcome back to The Rage. I am the Raging Atheist, and I had recently went in to a conversation with a little bit of rage. I kept my cool, but I was rage. I was calling shit out. And it was a lot of fun, and we're going to be showing that conversation. I saw that Christina Rain was here, and she was a part of that conversation. Unfortunately, her mic is low, and Yo-Yo's mic is low, so it might be hard to kind of make out some of the things that they say. But hopefully you will. Usually I would turn it up, but I would be turning up myself and others who should come through quite clearly. So I decided to leave it alone. So hopefully it'll come through okay. But first, as always, a few announcements and saying what's up to you, the chat. Ronan, it be it. Kanushi is here. What's up, Ronan? As I said, Christina Rain is here. CW, what's up, CW? Lucifer Almighty, what's up, Lucifer Almighty? Anybody else so far? Rational Canadian Atheist, what's up, my man? Native Atheist, what's up, my man? Good morning to all. I am in a good mood, and this is it's gonna be fun, but it could be triggering for some. So I'm gonna go ahead and warn you. We are gonna be covering why I have a conversation with P Mars on why he uses the N-word in side chats and in private chats of live streams. So that's what we're going to be watching. But we also get into some homophobia at the end. So, you know, I'm warning you here at the beginning. I'll try to remember to warn throughout. But I will be commentating, but I'm going to try not to commentate too much. I see Doc Fearsome is here. What's up, Digital Hammurabi? What's up, Dr. Josh? Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I want to warn you guys that this is could be a triggering conversation for you. And if it does start to trigger you, please leave, calm yourself down, come back. I think it's an important conversation to have. I think having these race conversations or these conversations about bigotry is important. And I'm glad that, I for one, I don't have to censor it in any way, but doing it like this and not doing it straight on the channel, I'm not going to be surprised if any slurs get dropped while we have the discussion. So I think that while it's not a productive conversation by any means, I think it does expose PMARS, and I think until PMARS changes this behavior, it really isn't smart for YouTube creators to have him on their streams. Now, I'm not into cancel culture. I'm not saying for anybody to cancel anybody, but I do believe in paying the consequences for your actions, and I personally wouldn't want PMARS dropping the N-word in my side chats. PMARS, if you come in, probably gonna catch a ban just because until you can prove that you're no longer gonna use this word. And I probably should have went back and found a side chat where he was in, so he was already banned, because this is a choice that I'm making about my channel. I do not want. I think the reason why I was demonetized was because by covering their hate speech and not censoring it, YouTube saw that as my hate speech, and I was demonetized. So I don't want that to happen anymore. I want to still cover hate speech, but I don't want it to happen live organically as much as I can stop that from happening without being able to censor it. Fortunately, I don't have to censor this conversation. But back to the announcement. So last night's live stream with Neil the 604 Atheist, with Randolph Richardson about the Canadian Atheist. That was an awesome stream, especially considering I just got done with the debate. To be able to just go and chill with some like-minded people, talk about atheism, talk about activism and normalizing atheism. It was a really good stream. And if you're an atheist and you're watching this live or you're watching the playback, I strongly urge you to watch that stream, because they're doing really good work up in Canada for when it comes to like creating a community for atheists to come together and just be free to be atheists. And I think that's needed. Yesterday's debate with Jill. So a lot of people are talking about it. I put out the video late last night showing Smokey Saint conceding that I just whooped that ass. I forgot to put it on Twitter, and a lot of people are on Twitter like, where is this debate? So I promise I'm going to put it on Twitter as soon as the show is over. It's on Praise I Am That I Am's channel now. Again, I don't know what's going on with Praise. I don't know if he's having some kind of alcoholic binge, but the guy can't run a live stream for shit. You guys will see it. If you watch it on his channel, you'll see that. Fortunately, I come through clear through the entire time, and it's a butchering of Jill. It really is. But the side chat was really, really triggered. Really triggered. The side chat just kind of proved last night that Christianity plays teams, that they cannot be unbiased in a debate, because there's no way you could look at my debate with Jill yesterday and in any way think that Jill won that debate. There's just no way. And yet most of the Christians in the side chat did. Now, you saw Smokey very angrily recognized that I won the debate. And I also saw Nicholas Whitmire. Now, he was consistently just not like Ray just crushing this. He had a couple issues with some of my argumentations, but he was very consistent and honest that I was crushing it through the whole time. But the rest of the Christians in the side chat, and Dwayne Burke comes in, I think when I actually review the debate, I'll actually show this side chat just so you guys can see it, because it was fucking funny. I mean, it was hilarious. It was so funny. It was so funny. But so I will be releasing that a mirrored copy. I won't be reviewing it. I probably won't review it for a week or two. But I'll be releasing a mirrored copy of the debate on this channel on Monday. But if you want to see it before then, go to Praise's channel. Now, I'm probably going to do some things to the visual aspects of it, because again, I'm not sure if Praise is on a binge. I'm not sure what's going on with Praise. as my light gets all fucked up. I'm using mostly natural light. I don't have my light on right here. So I don't know what's going on with Praise, but he's having some issues right now, and it was like I said, I come through clear. The visuals are gonna need some work, so that'll be on Monday. I'll release that. This morning, Damn Show. I was on the Damn Show. We had a great conversation with Jim Majors about would Jesus vote for Donald Trump. You can go see that conversation on the Damn Show. And I'm going to be the regular co-host on the Damn Show on Friday mornings moving forward. So you guys can catch me on the Damn Show every Friday morning co-hosting with Chris and Andy. And we will be every Friday. And next week we'll have Jim Majors back on again, and he's going to lay out his case for why Donald Trump is the Antichrist. You're not going to want to miss that show. I'm glad that it's on a day that I'm co-hosting. It's going to be great. All right. All that's taken care of. Let's talk about P. Mars. Now, I'm going to let this go for a while. You can find this conversation on this one guy's channel, and I put a link to his channel in the description below, and I also put a link to this video, to this stream in the description below, so you can go and check out this conversation unedited. Now, I'm probably not going to stop it too much, but if I feel like I really want to interject, I'm going to stop it. But yeah, let's have. Oh, and further note, if you hear a slight hum in the background, it's melting in Michigan. Too hot to turn the air conditioner off, so I do apologize for that, but hopefully it's not too bad. All right, y'all. All right, let's start. I'm about to come up in this room, and it's gonna. I'm being raised now. I'm there to pick a fight. I'm gonna admit that. I'm there to pick a fight. It's what I do. All right, y'all. Let's go.
There was no. I already saw what the faith has offered, and yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I was.
But I have to say though, I have to say to Christians.
What's up?
One thing I have to say to Christians.
Nagasuchi in the house.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
They're not.
The Christian philosophy is better because it's like man is made in the image of God, so like the individual matters more. We're under like an atheist or secular worldview.
Yep, the Christians have such a great history.
The individual isn't as important.
Well, it's well documented.
It's just species. You're not treated like a human being. You're just like a homogenous number and a statistic.
This let me unmute myself. So there are periods where you have a hard time hearing P. Mars as well, but he should come through fairly clearly through most of it. Again, Christina Rain's voice mic is a little low, and Yo-Yo's mic is a little low, so I'm more really concerned about you guys hearing them. But I have it full blast. Hopefully, I don't regret not putting this in a Premiere and turning some shit up. But let me know if it's like super low and you can't hear at least the gist of the conversation that's going on. But let's continue. Coming from the dude that was spamming the N-word in the chat the other day.
Right, and I had to go back and redo
You can't make an argument. You have to resort to ad hominem. I see.
Well, your religion is a warlike religion, so your history is not the greatest of histories.
I read books the last 2 days. Do you even read?
Do I read?
Yeah. No, this Noka Suchi, he doesn't even read. I think he's illiterate.
I might be illiterate. I might never have read a book in my entire life.
What a jackass.
But I still know enough not to spam the N-word. If I want to take any high ground, that is, like if I want to speak about like being a good human being, I understand that I don't spit that word.
Okay, so why? How do you get
Well, I mean, I think slavery and.
Thank you. I would like
Mm.
to thank you for
Okay, so
destroying
slavery
that.
makes it
I came in. I
to
triggered
say-
P Mars, and I don't even got that much time, dog. I'm just fucking with you, man. You be as racist as you want, and I'll call you out for it later. Don't let me interrupt your conversation.
You can't justify that it's immoral to say
So
the
how
N-word.
can you be a Christian
Let's just
and be racist at the same time?
What are you talking about? Most Christians are racist. Huh?
I'm not racist. I'm trying to normalize the N-word because
Yes, because
I think
that's what black people want. A goofy white person trying to normalize the N-word. That's a good idea.
I think white people normalized that word a long time ago, and we're trying to like unnormalize it.
Yeah.
and say that it's bad. The people that use that word are bad people.
I'm just
That's wrong,
saying. I
and
mean,
I'm
if you're
trying
gonna
to
spam
bring
it in a
awareness
chat
to-
and then spam it in the private chat, over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's not. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's immature and stupid.
Yeah, and the Nazis like to burn books, and in East German,
Yeah, which was Christians. Just remember, Nazis were Christian.
Just remember
Those books, they were
That doesn't help
and
your
books probably you should have read.
censorship is good now. Well, Nazi behavior like Nazis is
What
good
makes you
now.
think I've never read a book?
Nazis were Christian, just like the KKK. It's a Christian group.
Exactly.
What's your
So, yeah, I mean, I just don't get it, dude. Like, you're all right. So, you have this reputation, and you. All right. So, I'm confronting him, and I see in the chat who used the N-word. So, what happened? And I'm going to be showing the conversation tomorrow. And it's the conversation with me, Math Pig, Dragnot, Smokey Saint, Quentin. The ginger guy, everybody knows him as the ginger, and this one guy. And it happened on a morning show. I'm going to be showing that conversation tomorrow. But as I was coming into that conversation, P. Mars was in the side chat spamming the N-word over and over because Quentin won't let him onto the stream. So Quentin had given me the link to come in, and P. Mars used it, but Quentin wouldn't let him in. Or he used a link in the side chat, and Quentin wouldn't let him in, basically because he uses the N-word. It's getting around. He has this reputation. So in the side chat, he kept spamming the N-word, and in the private chat in the stream, like 50 times. Excuse me. You'll see it tomorrow when I review the conversation. That because we talk about it on the stream. Because I tell Smokey to look at the private chat if he wants to see Smokey and Praise to look at the private chat if they want to see what kind of person P Mars really is, because he was in the private chat at least 50 times, dropping that word over and over and over and over again, over and over and over again. So that's the context of me coming into this room and confronting him about that situation. So that's where we're at right now. You make it worse and worse and worse and worse on yourself. Like, I would just recommend you you can be racist all you want, just don't do it publicly,
I'm not.
all right, yeah, you can still hear me. Yeah, I do have a link. I will get that for you and post it in the side chat.
Not racist. I'm pro liberty and freedom. If that's a bad reputation, then
Well, I mean,
so
pro
be it.
liberty and freedom is great and all until you're talking about Nazis and racist.
Yeah.
there are limits to freedom, dude. So I mean, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Just remember, you're on a private company's website.
Yeah.
They
It's
can
not really a
shut you down at any moment.
Regulations.
They only exist because of our tax money, and I would argue that it's a public forum.
You
Like
can
AT&T
argue a
is a
public
private-
forum, but that would need to be settled really in the Supreme Court of the United States.
AT&T is a private company, but they can't tell me that I'm not allowed to call my friend and say, "Hey, N-word" to my friend.
No,
They can't
nobody's
shut off
telling
my
you that
phone
you can't
service
call your
if I
friend and
do
be a
that.
racist douchebag. What we're saying is don't do it in side chats to where you can get that person, his channel, taken off of YouTube. I mean, there's terms and service.
People like Noka Sachi,
If it's so hard for you, just say not. Just say not.
I think he's personally
And the
just
fight
messing it up.
censorship. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. I understand you're a white boy and shit, but it's Nakatsuchi. But if it's too hard for you, you can say knock. Or rage. She just called me rage. That fits too.
All this actually talked about you would be brainwashed with pharmaceuticals.
I smoke weed. Does that count?
To love
my servitude. What are you talking about? All right, let me get back over here. So, yeah, his argument, as you're seeing, and we'll get right back into it, is basically the same as Smokey Saint's argument. Now, I'm for freedom of speech, and I don't think that I can be any clearer than what I've been consistently on this channel since I began. You know, I try not to tell anybody what to do with their channels, but because I believe in freedom of speech, I believe in freedom of creativity. Do you boo? But we have consequences to every action we take in this life. Every word, every instance. The best course is to be very honest about that. Recognize your humanity. Recognize your faults. And try to get better. Right? Like, so we all will have to face the consequences of our words, of our actions, of our deeds. That's just the reality of life. And that's always been my position. If you're a racist, and I'll get into it as we get further in, yeah, you're free to be a racist. You're free to be that douchebag. It's quite okay for you to do that. But you're going to face the consequences of that. And those consequences are justified. They might not be justified to you, but they're the consequences they're the ramifications of your actions, of your words, of your deeds. It's just the way reality works. So let's continue.
Talking about how you like just freely accept tech censorship and don't fight for freedom or liberty.
No, we're fighting against racists.
Yeah, so
measure.
I actually believe in freedom of speech, right? So I believe that you have the freedom to be a racist douchebag, and I think that, you know, me and Smokey had this conversation. So you have that freedom, right? But you also have the freedom to face the consequences of enacting that freedom. So you can be a racist douchebag. You have the freedom to go around and say that N-word all you want, but there's consequences to that. The consequences could be like, you know, people don't have you on their channel anymore, or you get, you know, banned from channels because you come into their side chat and drop that word that's against the terms of service of YouTube, right?
Yeah,
so I mean,
I kind of agree with.
You know the consequences for being a coward like you? Lose your freedom.
Oh, so I'm a coward.
I agree with Nick.
You're a coward because you won't say the N-word. What a stupid motherfucker.
Wow. I've heard it all now.
I've got you triggered, don't I, P. Mars?
But even in Christian faith, men, we're taught the same thing. Like, you have to show respect for.
Did I say something?
Yeah,
I mean, you just
doesn't know anything about respecting people.
You just totally cut off Yo-Yo, and Yo-Yo was trying to talk, and you just totally cut him off.
Yo-Yo is randomly incoherent.
Wow.
Yo-Yo,
Stop it, man.
Really?
You are being racist by saying I can't understand his African accent.
I don't mind people when they say that.
I can understand him word for word. Sorry, Yo-Yo.
I was born black, man, and I don't mind it. Like, I'm African. It is what it is. What do you want me to do? But what I'm saying is like
that is disrespectful of him, though.
Nah, I don't mind people, man. Like, in life, I've learned that there'll always be people of different characters. So I've learned to deal with like different people because I'm quite social. But
what was her?
Yeah. But what
what happened?
I agree a little bit with like Nico Sushi. Or
I mean that works. That's closer than P. Mars gets, and he's not from another country, so
yeah. I feel like there's a need, you know, even the Bible says that you need to pursue peace amongst yourself. And you gotta learn at the same time. You gotta learn to respect other people and respect like their boundaries. Not because of like you wanna push your own agendas, but because you wanna pursue peace among one another. You have to learn to live peaceably. The Bible teaches us about that, learning to live peaceably among one another. Otherwise, you're always gonna be in conflict. So if you find that sometimes you have to learn to respect the other cultures. Every culture is different. People are different. Individuals are different, nations are different, and cultures are different. But you have to learn to respect one another. Just like you have to learn to respect your friend. If your friend says, I don't like this, can you please not do it? You're not gonna keep on doing it, are you? But because you love your friend and you seek peace between your friend, you're gonna respect them and be like,
No,
okay,
that's
you know what?
bullshit. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. That's bullshit. You have to learn to like not be an offended little crybaby, because if you're offended all
No,
the
it's not
time,
that
then
people
people
are.
can't be
I'm not saying
honest
Yes,
people
with
are
because
you.
offended
dropping the
all
N
How
the
word
are
is
we
time.
being
being
honest.
offended by truth?
Yeah.
Then if you can't be honest, you become like these liar atheists, and your whole
For me,
life
I'm
No,
not
is a
saying.
so
fantasy.
For me,
he
I'm
can't
not
be
Coming
saying.
saying
from
that.
the
Hold up, guys. He can't be saying that because the one who addressed him was a Christian. So that's just retarded to say, P Mars. Because the one
Exactly.
who addressed you was a Christian, so that doesn't stand in anything.
For me, my thing is like you can't. I'm not saying let people be always offended. No, what I'm trying to say is you have to learn to respect the boundaries of people, just like you learn to respect the boundaries among your friends. You can't always. Let's say your friend doesn't like it when you kick him, then you keep on kicking him every day. But oh, stop being offensive, stop being offended, man, stop being a crybaby, and you keep on kicking him. Obviously, he's gonna get angry and he's gonna react. Same thing among nations, among people, among cultures. You have to learn to, yeah, maybe one more time, if you're joking around, you can be like, oh, pull out the N word, nigga, what's up, blah, blah. Or you can be like, maybe among your friends, but you can't be walking around every day like, nigga, oh, what's up, nigga, 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 nigga. You can't do that. You're gonna offend somebody, not because it's offensive, but because you keep on doing it, and you know that these people they don't like it.
Exactly.
But so you have to learn to be peaceful, and the Bible teaches about learning to live peaceably among one another, and learning to live in love, and learn to stir love among one another. Stirring love means literally doing things that make you guys live in love and live in peace. It's not about, oh, I'm just gonna push my own
Love means
agenda.
being honest. Being honest means saying something that's offensive.
Hmm?
That's not even
Being
close to what love
honest.
is. I mean, all right. So
I wouldn't say being honest because he
there
said
are
something about being honest.
connotations. I mean, we are not that far out, PMARS, from the KKK truly roaming the South, putting burning crosses in people's yards, lynching black people. We're not that far out from black people being slaves in this country, and that word being utilized to demonize a whole group of people, to make them an other, so we can brutalize this whole group of people. We're not far removed from that history. And for you to think that you're doing some fucking brave thing by perpetuating this racism, you can go fuck yourself. I mean, I'm just going to tell you straight the fuck up. You're a racist piece of shit douchebag, and nobody should let you on their show.
I'm not racist. And here's what you're doing. This imaginary like racist white people that are out to get the blacks.
imaginary.
You
Do you not know American history?
You have become a bigot. You become a bigot yourself. Your hatred of bigots.
I don't hate you. I think that you have the freedom to be a bigot. I think that you have that freedom. But I think that you have the freedom to suffer the consequences of that shit. And I think that people like you should suffer consequences for their atrocious behavior.
Consequences of what? I didn't hurt anyone.
You don't think that, like, so if there, you don't think that word can be
Hold
harmful?
up. Hold up. You did do something wrong because I told you Hold up.
If someone is hurt by a word, they're a little.
This goes to the thing
child.
what I was talking about earlier.
Matter.
Sorry to just mute like that, but what I was talking about, you disrespected me by doing that on the morning show that I had. And mind you, if you didn't get along with Quentin, you still disrespected me. And you come in here on my channel and say, what's up, friends, and all this other stuff. And
I forgot you was there, one guy. Yeah, you was there.
Yeah, it's my half my show, so yeah. Of course I was there. I own the thing. I'm the
I don't know. I do shit spur of the moment now, dude. Like I was going to bed and I saw you live. I'm like, fuck it, let's see what they're doing.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed here soon too.
Yeah, you should have came on like 10 minutes earlier. You would have caught chill.
I was on the empathetic atheist show.
From his chat for a reason. He will be banned and he will not be unbanned.
Yeah, from Ginger Nation, like I said, we won't be able to go on there unless probably like I talked about it with Q already. Q said maybe sometime later, but yeah, you're not going to be on for a bit, and if you come in socks, we're just going to keep booting you off.
Yeah, I'm just saying
we don't want that around the channel.
My whole point is you can be racist as fuck. If you don't want that to continue happening to you, you stop doing that shit publicly, dude. You have the freedom. We have a freedom of speech in this country. We have particular individual freedoms, and with that comes a responsibility, and with that comes a consequence. There's a consequence to every action, every word you speak in this life. Everything you do is going to have a consequence. You can be prepared for those consequences and suffer those consequences, and that's fine. Continue doing what you're doing. My advice is, just stop doing it, and you'll actually find that you'll get into a lot more conversations.
Yeah, well, if you actually know me in high school, we had African people, refugees in my high school, and my friend Musa, who's a big, tall, black guy, dark as the night, African. Musa meant Moses, and he didn't have money for lunch because he was African, and I bought him a sandwich.
And your point being
Just
what?
because he was African
that
meant
still
he didn't
doesn't
have
help your
any
cause
money.
there, man.
That is like the classic racist argument. I got a black friend.
I got a black friend. I got that one black friend. He's a big, tall, black guy, dark as night.
I know many Africans who have more money than you will ever see in your life.
Oh, man.
And I used to play basketball
For me, what I'd say towards
with all
PMAS
these.
is like,
But dude, you can be like not. All right, real quick, and we'll get right back into it. Yeah, so P Mars has been around for a while now. I let him into a couple streams. The last one about 4 months ago. And yeah, he was just pretty much trolling the whole time. I can't remember if we kicked him out or if we triggered him and he left. I don't remember it being like that long of an interaction. But he's always been somebody that would come into my side chats and really be trollish, to the point to where he would get banned from the side chat. And then, like every once a month, I would go through and I would unban everybody. So I'd consistently have to unban Matt Powell because Matt Powell uses slurs if he gets really triggered. I'd have to usually unban Jill because Jill is just Jill. The only things that I would never really unban would be like really like offensive sock accounts, because we had quite a few streams. I stand in complete solidarity with LGBTQ plus communities, so we get those trolls that will come in with sock accounts with very offensive names. They stay banned, but once a month I'd usually go through and clean everything up. P Mars has been around for a while now. It seemed like he was trying to weasel his way into that Praise group, and Praise I think still has him on his channel, and Praise, like in the conversation I'll show tomorrow, will be defending him, but again, Praise was there and saw what P Mars was spamming in the private chat, in the side chat. So I think that they're aware of who this guy is now, and at least some of them are distancing themselves away. But I'll shut up. We'll get back to the conversation because he's going to get homophobic. So another warning, this is bad, but he's going to get homophobic as well. So please be aware of that moving forward. All right, I'll shut up now. Racist, that's fine. Then stop saying the fucking word because it's not working out for you, bro.
They would never pass me the ball because I was the one.
No, because you sucked at basketball.
You might not be a racist, but I think you're definitely an incel.
Don't pass the ball to people who can't
We can
play.
tell by the color of his skin.
And he's definitely a
What's up,
racist.
Thomas?
Definitely a
So he
racist.
was a victim of racism.
Blacks.
but for me, what
Oh,
I'd
I
say,
forgot to take off my banner.
Hello.
for me, what I'd say towards PMAS is like, man, I don't think you're a bad person, but like, what I'd say is like, yeah, you gotta understand that you're living among people, right? And also, I assume that you're a Christian as well, but you gotta also remember what the Bible says about doing charitable deeds. When you do charitable deeds, then it's like it's out of your heart. There's no law against showing somebody love or you care for them.
And you don't
You can
boast
do those-
about it.
Yeah, and you don't boast about it. But at the same time, you gotta understand that you live among people with different and we're not yet, we're not yet in heaven. We're still on earth, living on earth.
How far is
And
heaven?
so
Sorry.
you gotta learn. So
Won't you
sometimes you have
tell
to
me?
learn to respect people. You have to learn to also and be understanding. Remember, also the Bible teaches us how we shouldn't how we shouldn't be a stumbling block for others. So if you say that sometimes what you're doing is causing somebody to like, or it's making people angry, or it's disturbing the peace, it's better you withdraw and try to respect them so that you keep peace. But if you're with your friends and your friends are cool with you and they're like, fine, that's fine too, that's cool. But sometimes you gotta be careful not to push your agenda to say, oh, since I'm cool with my friends, it's gonna be cool with everyone else. That's totally different now.
It's such a
But
weak attitude. Like,
I'm not saying you're a
stand
bad
up
person
for
or
what's
anything. You're a
right.
good person, but it's just understanding that the world we live in is full
I
of
would.
people with different things.
Yeah, I mean, I think your usage of that word implies a lot. I mean, you can sit here and gish God. I mean, do you, boo? But I would just be like, I mean, if you don't want people to think that you're a racist, maybe you don't go inside chats and drop it 50 times, right? Like,
That's the thing, Rage. It's like the racist people are the most oppressed people.
the
right
racist
now.
people
So,
are the most
I want-
oppressed people. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, everyone's picking on racists. It's like
Because they're
everyone's
fucking
so mean
racist,
to
dude.
racists that. Oh, so then
Fuck
it's
yeah,
okay
they're
to be mean to them
racist.
and treat them like so. Let's segregate them. Let's have them sit at the back of the bus. Let's have special water fountains. Make them wear yellow stars.
Okay, now we're
Because
bringing
they're
the Jews
racist
into
and
this.
they're evil.
So you hate the Jews too?
They're all the evil.
You're definitely
Racist.
you're a white
So, okay.
supremacist, aren't you?
Yeah. Hey, let's put the racists. Let's create we'll call them re-education camps, and we'll put the racists and we'll educate them to not be racist, and maybe shoot the ones who aren't good at working.
That is an excellent idea, P. Mars. I think you've really got something there. I think I understand what you're saying, man. I really do. I understand the point you're trying to make, and I encourage you to, shout it at the mountaintops until your voice is heard.
Yeah, me too. Oh my fucking god! Oh, all right.
How high
Wow.
can you go?
Wow, I needed that because now I'm gonna have nightmares. So
Yeah, right on, man. Rave on, brother.
Studying my history.
Yeah, right on. You're teaching me all kinds of shit, man.
all right. So do you think that white people should have their own space and black people have their own space and we be segregated again?
No, but we are segregated economically.
P. Mars, I don't want you to really go and castrate yourself, but I would highly recommend considering never having children. I would highly recommend that. But I walked into this room picking a fight with him about just the shit trollish behavior that I've seen from this guy. Now, I'm not going to ever allow this guy into any conversation that I'm going to have because you see what he is. He's either a racist, homophobic troll piece of shit, or he's just a racist, homophobic troll piece of shit. There's like no conversation there. Now, I'm not into cancel culture. You guys do what you want to do. I'm going to trash and bash this guy. That's what I do with people like this. As contentious as me and Smokey's relationship gets, there is still a conversation there. There's meat there sometimes. Not with P. Mars. P. Mars is trash and bash. And that would be my recommendations to all. Don't have this guy on for no serious conversation. He's not a serious interlocutor. And if he is being serious, well, then he's just a genuine piece of shit. So, yeah, that's my message to you guys today. I allowed my stream bots to spam it. Kids, if you're watching at home and you shouldn't be because this isn't for children and I have it set up that way, don't be like P. Mars. Don't be like P. Mars. Don't be like P. Mars. I want to thank you guys for being here, for showing up, for having fun with me. Tomorrow I'll be reviewing that conversation where P. Mars was dropping the N-word in the side chat, and we'll all be commenting on it. You won't see that. But Dragnot's there, Math Pig is there.
Stupid. It could mean absurd. Block. Veckel, brother Gavin, Erica. So what's going on? Good evening, Shalom, Brother Supreme, good to see you. Yeah. So I think the title of the stream speaks for itself. What I want to convey here, though, is this is not a diatribe. This isn't a beat down. This isn't to try to throw someone under the bus. This is purely for edification purposes, exhortation, and admonishment. And open rebuke is better than secret love. So I have a great respect for Smokey. I do. A tremendous mind, tremendous defender of God. He has a warrior mentality. But unfortunately, I have to express my disagreements on some things. So I'm going to give a biblical basis for my disagreements with him. So again, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this in public? Well, number one, Smokey ended his stream a bit early. But that's okay because he has his buddy John going on MDD. But also, I think that this is for everyone, not just Smokey, but other people that I come in contact with and I convene with and communicate with. And no, this, but see, Veckel, don't get the wrong idea. This isn't like a public shaming or something like that. No, it's friendly rebuke. You don't need to go in private for something that I think when you go in private, it's something that's personally, but Jesus says that personally goes against you in some way that you're offended and personally. But I'm not offended by Smokey at all. In fact, he's defended me in certain things, so I have no quarrel with him personally. So, but this is for edification, like I say, exhortation. These are things that we can share at the church. There's really nothing too. I don't think there's anything out of Scripture that says I shouldn't do this, but like I said, it's more for educational purposes. And what's up, Sky Owl? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna let the scriptures speak for themselves, and give my viewpoints on Tog, and also forgot the other guy's name now. See, I'm not really good at names. He was Mars, P. Mars. That's the guy's name. So I'm going to get going here. I want to make this scriptural as I can. And again, this is not to scorn, bring down, reprimand, and I hope he doesn't take it that way, Smokey. But this is for more. I mean, it's for more than Smokey too. There's other people as well. Might as well call him out. Gavin Hurlman. I love Gavin. He's a brother of mine too, and I think he's going to benefit from this as well. I think his conduct doesn't agree with Scripture. So it's Gavin and Smokey and other people too. But I still love them. It's not like, I declare we're enemies now. I declare war. No, they already know it's not. So I hope not. I hope that's not the case. But the reason why I'm doing this is open rebuke. There we go. And this is hopefully The reason why I'm doing this again, like I'm going to repeat myself, is for educational purposes, edification of the body of Christ. So it's not really, I mean, well, yeah, I'm going to get into that. So it's not just Smokey, but it's other people too. But, and this is, like I say, I don't just look at the title of the thing, okay? All right, let's get started. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go, I have the interlinear here in front of me, but I'm going to use just a regular translation on these. I can't do the King James right now. I really can't, people. Like, it's too 18th or 1800s for me, or too 1700, whatever it is. It's too much of that generation. I'm more modern on this. So here we go. We're going to go start with Titus 3:2. I might as well change. In fact, I'm going to change the title of this stream to not only Smokey, but some other people too. So I don't want to give him the opinion that I'm singling him out to. Maybe that was a mistake on my end. Hold on, let me change it real quick. Boom! Changed it, edited. So I even edified my own stream title. So I didn't. Yeah, it's probably something maybe I shouldn't have singled out Smokey in the first place. Sorry, I apologize for that, Smokey, if you thought I was trying to single you out, but I'm not. So here we go. Titus 3:2. This is a Pauline epistle. I'm going to be defending this in a few days against Jefferson. He claims these are not Pauline epistles. Now, I don't know. I never heard Tog ever say, well, Titus, let's see, Timothy, and some others were not Pauline epistles. I never seen him directly denounce those. So I wonder, I want to speak about this too, Smokey, maybe. I mean, I would love to have you in here to respond to this too sometime if you want to. But I've been with Tog for over, let's see here, almost 2 years now. And he is searching and seeking. Now, what you do with that is up to you. But I'm saying how you approach this is completely it's unacceptable as a Christian brethren. But saying that, I do things that are unacceptable too. So I'm not sitting on my iron. I like this word he used, is the ivory tower. I'm not on an ivory tower here. I'm just speaking from the scriptures, but also I think this is beneficial for Gavin as well and others that I come in contact with. But here, I mean, I guess I can read from the context, but remind them to be subject to the rulers and authorities. We know that's part of the context, but now it's going to something different now. It's not just talking about politics and civil matters. Now we're going into more independent, more personal matters. Be obedient. Be ready to do every good work. And he continues in Titus 3:2. They must not slander anyone. What is Paul talking about? Well, anyone who professes to be of the Church of Jesus Christ, that professes to be of him. Oh, but praise! Are you saying you do this perfectly? No, I'm part of this as well, because maybe Josh Bowen and Skylar. I don't do this, but yeah, but I'm saying even Tog is way above them. I don't even see them seeking after God genuinely anyway. But I'm not trying to, brush that under the rug either. So I have things to work on as well, especially with people like Skylar and Josh. But this is for people who profess to be a Christian. One who professes to be in the light, that professes to walk or try to imitate him. That's what it says. Put on the mind of Christ and things like that. So they must not slander anyone. Well, Smokey had no problem doing that. In fact, he's